Well, I decided to go after the worship service, worship of Creator, the Paradise Trinity. I am on a ride and to speak out my spiritual teaching. On the other hand, I want to record the second volume of Creator's revelations, teachings. It's in my native language, in Lithuanian. So I'll be looking for a place I might record this book. Of course, the book is over 300 pages, but I will record only the content, the introduction, and the first revelation teaching of and by Creator. So let's go and look for a place that would suit everyone while watching and listening to this video recording. And on the way to that place, which I don't know where, so I will speak out my spiritual teaching for you who watch my video teachings on YouTube. Okay, so they finished almost 100% the repair of the street. There are but very small segments of the sidewalk not yet completed, but the tarmac has been already put, 3 layers of it. Of course, they will paint lane lines and trim the surroundings. They will remove these enormous heaps of ground, splitted stone, so the machinery is still here. Okay. Quite often you might read about Providence. At least many of you might have come across this word, Providence. And what it is, what's the purpose of the providence, Creator's providence? This is a collective of different spirits, souls, and even in between souls, spirits, and material mortals, the beings. Oh, goodness gracious. So, midwares. Midwares are a bit higher than the material beings, but they do not partake of the material food. And so far they have been staying here for over 38,000 years. And they are just the offspring of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, when they were on our planet with their mission to create the violet race. Unfortunately, they failed their mission, so therefore, at the moment, we don't have Adam and Eve on our planet as the couple leaders of humanity. That's why It's very difficult for humanity to discern spiritual light. Even while listening to spiritual teachings, they cannot discern them. They still are confused, fear-stricken, or fear-ridden, and truly it's complicated for them. And due to this spiritual illiteracy of mortals, humanity is in darkness, as there are no spiritual leaders. So now I represent Creator as Creator's ambassador to this planet and apostle of Creator, Master Creator's Son, who has been on his bestowal mission on our world in the identity of Jesus of Nazareth 2,000 years ago, and his partner, Creator daughter Nebuchadnezzar. So I'm just alone, of course. I cannot reach you, many of you, and only scores, very seldom, over 100 viewers watch my video teachings. And even fewer of them do discern the meaning of these teachings. It's truly not so easy to understand them. Nevertheless, I do what I have to do to speak out my spiritual teachings, lead the worship of Creator's living service without any ritual, explaining, teaching people how to discover Creator within, that they would not be orphans anymore, that they would be truly sons and daughters of Creator, and feeling all this and experiencing all this. So Creator is using many sons and daughters in that group called Providence. And this group of different orders of spiritual personalities is given to our assistance to help us from without, that we would also get some spiritual knowledge, that it's truly important. And this is, by all means, is necessary to us. But by doing my job, spiritual job, so I'm also performing a certain light mission of Creator, conferred on me by Creator Himself. And in this case, even though I'm mortal, but I also belong to the Providence. But Providence not only supplying us with brighter light, spiritual light, intellectual light, even material light, but also provides guardianship. Guardianship to those who truly embark upon the living spiritual path of Creator, of Creator's reality. And it is very important to take heed of these words. Only those are protected by the providence, who are doing Creator's will and doing it actively. If they are passive, what sort of guardianship or protection they need? They are sleeping in a spiritual slumber. They are not acting for the benefit of all. They don't even know how to and what to do just to begin to feel certain spiritual responsibility for humanity to be wakened up in spiritual light. So that's why those who are active, they receive protection on the part of Creator through the operation of His providence. And there are many facts, a lot of evidence that all this is truly operating. Many people, share their experiences when they are all of a sudden have been rescued from some extremely dangerous situation, or when they are in a way protected from getting into this situation. And that is the operation of the providence through different circumstances that mortals might find themselves in. But those who are not spiritually minded, they are materially obsessed. Of course, they do not take these even real facts they have even heard about, or maybe they have experienced, but they attribute it to a mere chance. It was just a lucky chance. A lucky chance, my dears. In creation, there is no such a phenomenon as luck. There is only truly reward for one's efforts. If efforts are honest, sincere, and according to Creator's will, so this luck might accompany your living. You might experience, it's a nice place, but I see the sign, no entrance. Well. So this is a nice nature corner, but it's closed, it's under repair. Okay, we'll come to this corner maybe when it is repaired. And in Lithuania, the repair work is going on for ages. It's a snail speed repairs of our city streets anywhere in Lithuania. It's not quick, not fast, unfortunately. That's truly unfortunate. But this is the way it is. Okay, now I have to think where I might choose next. Anyway, Providence is our major support, because Creator is supporting us from within. But you are obsessed with your problems, with your interests, and everything is in the selfish manner. You don't even have any time to give a thought about Creator, about your life meaning, while you are in the conscious mind in the daytime. So Creator is trying to impact you while you are asleep. And when you are not seeing dreams, because He needs at least a small or short segment of your subconsciousness to be clean, so that His teaching, some assertions might be passed to your subconsciousness, and in some time they will spring up to your consciousness, and you will not even realize these ideas have come from Creator Himself through the operation of His Spirit in your mind. His Spirit, thought adjuster. Just take heed of the term of His Spirit, thought adjuster. He's trying to adjust your thoughts, that you would direct them Creator direction, not the direction you would desire to proceed. So Creator is, easy to achieve, to establish a contact once you discover Him within. But until this time, you might think about some good ideas that you cherish within your mind. And if these ideas correspond to Creator's will, you might receive a certain, you might, define a miraculous support without realizing where it has come from. So this is the obvious manifestation of the providence. Providence is not merely just a term signifying that there is some body of spiritual personalities. These are truly real personalities. They are much, much higher than humans. Some orders might be even of the spiritual status that has originated from Creator directly. So in this case, they are perfect and wise, and of course their mind is beyond comparison with Creator's mind, with mortal's mind. Of course it's beyond comparison with Creator's mind, because Creator embraces all those perfect creatures He has created Himself directly. But He is not only directly creating some of His sons and daughters, but also delegates this power to His children that He has directly created. So these Creator's children, they might also create other spiritual beings, having spiritual outer forms, what humans would refer to as bodies. But these are forms. They don't have the material bone structure, blood circulation, just an outer form to correspond the inner content of the Creator's son or daughter. So, Creator's providence. When you discover Creator, and especially when you are born of the Spirit, you fall in love with these invisible to our material eyes collective body of spiritual beings, spiritual personalities, members of the Providence. You truly love them, and this love is being experienced for them. Not only just the words that I speak out by trying to say what might be our approach, relationship to them. No, I do experience Creator's true love for them, that I, as a conduct, passing to them. And it's marvelous when you have a chance to cooperate with members of Creator Providence. When you do Creator's will, so it is wonderful how much you are raising the vibrations of the spiritual personalities of the Creator Providence within, because your vibrations are being felt by each of them, and they have a much greater power to assist you that you would be not too scared to accept a new challenge, to embark upon a new experience you have never come across before. And when you come to some situations when you cannot explain the outcome of these episodes, so you would never call it a miracle. You would know it's the operation of the Providence. And Jesus, when he was on our planet, was also assisted by spiritual personalities to perform his mission. He was not, converting water into wine during the wedding in Cana. This has been done by the Providence, by certain spiritual beings controlling Creator's energy to a certain level that would correspond to their operation on our world, where material beings reside, while on other higher worlds, of course, this is the castle. I hope you see it, the castle. I would like to maybe have this picture at the background. Yeah, it's a dead end, but I don't need to go anywhere further. But I do not want to park here because I have to pay for the parking, and I do not want to do it. My motorbike is very, very small. It's not a car. Oh, maybe I should turn. Where should I turn? Maybe here. Why not? Or even here on the left side or right side. Okay, first let's go to the right. Let's go to the right. Yeah. Where should I park the motorbike? I don't want to park it next to this car. This car is the so-called the car of a sharing company. And you know, those who rent this car, they have different opinion on safety, as it is not their car. So that's why I'll try to park my motorbike a bit away from this sharing car. By the way, I will show you what is this. This is a parking brake. That's it. And a lock. That's finished. Okay. I breathe in fresh air. I would prefer showing you more, but maybe some other time. And I will show you also a tricky thing. What's this? A gas tank? Here it is. Yeah, it's a very good gas tank. This is the Volume 2 of Creator's Spiritual Fuel. The living silence. Just imagine. The living silence. And I want to record it. Well, little by little. Not at once. So I'll take the book into the plastic bag. And what I need this connector to the stick I will use for recording. Oh, I hope it's not car sharing. That's it. And I have a tripod for another camera for recording the text. Yeah. And I would need this stick and some water. Or I will leave all this. Okay, so back to the Creator Providence. Actually, everything depends upon our free will. What priorities we set in our life. If the priority is your material thing, material interest, of course, you will be always in the shade of the Providence operation, not at the center. Look at the castle. It's part only restored. And beyond the castle, there is the cathedral, a grand place. I'll take you there sometime later. Maybe next year, because I prefer warm weather. And it is already the first month of the fall, September 27th. And in Lithuania, the fall is, well, unpleasant. It's too damp, and even though the temperature not so low, but humidity is so high, windy, so that it's truly, the sensation of the temperature is even worse than you see on the thermometer. And I will show you the monument. This is the emblem or the arms of our country. It's a rider, a knight with a sword. So this is in Lithuanian called Vytis, and it's on our flag, historic flag, which is considered to be our historic nation's flag, but not the state flag. And I'm for replacing the current three-colored flag into the historic flag. It would be already the representation of the history of the country. I hope you see it. Yeah. The two biggest rivers in Lithuania, this is the Neris River that also flows across the capital city, Vilnius, which is some 65 miles away from the city. And very close to this place, there is the biggest, the longest river of Lithuania, the Nemunas. So the second biggest river, then it is, just floats, runs into the Nemunas River in the city. And just behind this park, there is the confluence of the two rivers. And the gray building, it's the Catholic priest seminary. Lithuania is a very strong Catholic country. So that's why the Catholic Church, with its rituals, in a way suppresses free mind, free thinking of mortal's mind. A wedding, so I think maybe it'll be enough today. I want to record this crater's Revelation Volume 4. I will place this some stand somewhere that I would have a nice picture at the background. Somewhere in this place was probably the best place, because I might look for a better place but waste time without even knowing as to where to go. I mentioned you that I lived all the time in the capital city, Vilnius. So I know all the places, nice places in that city. And I love that city. It's the most beautiful city in the world, on our planet. But I moved into this current city, Kaunas, only 3 years ago. So I'm here like a traveler, like you, without even realizing as to where I should go just to find a nice place. Yeah. It's difficult when you don't know what you are looking for. This is the construction over there on the other bank. Just over there I see also cranes. This is a big stalk, some chimney and a crane, tower crane. And look, this historic flag is on this crane. You know, this camera I'm using for motorbike riding, it's brand new. So I don't know how to operate it well. The more so that I'm with my helmet on, so I don't see anything what the camera is shooting. And it's also, well, inconvenient in this case. And this high stalk, this is the flag of the Kaunas city, of the Kaunas city municipality, with the bull, some symbol of a bull, I believe. Well, maybe we will see the symbol. Yeah, it's with a cross. With a cross. The third horn. Okay, so I will meet you later as I record another spiritual teaching of mine. And now I'll do what I've arrived here to do. Thank you for your attention, and I embrace you and leave you in Creator's embrace.